Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to not take up too much of your time, just want to explain a risk management plan that will take your earnings to the next level. You may or may not have heard of it. It's called asymmetric compounding, as you can see on the screen, and I'm just surprised at the amount of people that aren't adopting this into their risk plan with their trading, because it is an absolute lifesaver and it can dig you out of a lot of situations. So first and foremost, what is it? I just got this description off of Google. So asymmetric returns transcends to better compounding of capital. If your gains are bigger than your losses, compounding is positive. Now, if you don't quite understand what that means, don't worry, because I'm going to go through it in numbers in a second with some examples that, if you're traders, you'll understand. We don't deal with words often, so, forget about that. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to use a format of a 1% to 3% risk plan. All right, so every trade you go into, you risk 1% with a potential return of 3%. So with asymmetric compounding, what we're going to do is actually I'll explain that in a second. So let's say, for example, we've won the first trade we take, we're now up 3%, okay? So now what you do is you compound your gain, which is 3%, plus your original risk of 1%. So in total, your next trade's risk will be 4%. And if you lose that trade, you're only down 1%, yeah? But the potential reward is 12%, all right? So trade 2, let's say we win it. It does happen. We're now up 12%. So in total, we have just gained 15% over 2 trades. And you only ever risked 1% across both trades. You never actually risked more than that for a 15% gain. Absolutely nuts. So there is one rule I do ask you guys to stick by, is the 2-trade rule. Now, if you lose your second trade, which is the compounding trade, and you add that's the one you do the 4% risk on. If you lose that one, start going back to risking 1% until you win that 1%. Until you win that 1 to 3% trade. All right, because you only ever risk what you have earned in the previous trade. You're never actually risking more than 1% of your capital, if that makes sense. And yeah, so this rule is imperative to protecting your capital at the end of the day. So here's some examples. We're going to get straight into the numbers. So for the first trade, let's say we lose it, we're down 1%, okay? So let's say the second trade we take, we win. So now we add 3% to our capital, we're now up 2%. So now what we're going to do is compound that 3% plus our original 1%, so 4% total. We're going to see if we can then add 12% to our capital. Let's say we lose that trade, we are only down 2%. Yeah, but we risked 4%. All right, so trade 4, let's say we win it, we're now up 1% because we, 3% gain, lovely jubbly. And then the fifth trade we take, if we compound that using the 4%, we're now up 13%. So you've gone from a negative 2% to 13% gain in 2 trades, essentially. Trade 6, let's say we lose, down 12, not down, we're up 12%. Trade 7, let's say we lose that as well, we're up 11%. Trade 8, let's say we lose that as well, we're up 10%. Yeah, so you have now won 3 trades, lost 5, but you are up 10% because of compounding your gains. Let's go through a few more examples. So trade 1, let's say we win it, 3%. All right. Trade 2, let's say we lose that. Obviously, we would have compounded that 3% with our initial 1% risk into the next trade, which is why we are down 1% on trade 2. Trade 3, let's say we lose that as well, we're down 2%. Trade 4 again, so we lose that, we're down 3%. Trade 5, if we win that, we're at break even, all right? And trade 6, if we win that, because obviously we're compounding our winnings from the previous trade, if we win that, we're now up 12%. So you've gone from a negative 3% to 12% in 2 trades, yeah? However, if you get to break even, how do I put this? So if you are in a position of negative 3% and you're not comfortable being in that position again, you don't have to compound your winnings if you're at break even. You can then win another trade, earn another 3%, be positive 3%, and then risk that in your compounding trade. So you'll only ever risk 1%. You won't be down 3% again, if that makes sense. Because obviously you don't really want to be compounding when you're at -3%, because if you lose that trade, you're then -4. So it's better to get to break even, then do your 1 to 3, win that, then compound that. Because if you lose that, you'll only be down 1%. All right. So let's go over the FTMO challenge, because there's a few people that I've seen doing this, and it's obviously a massive psychological jump, and people sort of lose it when they go into negative percentage straight away. They think the challenge is over. So I'm just gonna sort of break this down for you using asymmetric compounding, and how you shouldn't really give up if you are going to adopt this method of risk. So let's say, obviously, the first stage of the challenge is you have to get 10% of that account balance, and we're going to go with a really bad start. Yeah. So let's say trade 1 we lose, we're down 1%. Second trade we lose, down 2%. Third trade we lose, we're down 3%. Trade 4 we're down, and we now are in a position of -4%. So at this moment in time, because most of you are new traders, and FTMO is a chance to change your life, let's be honest, you'll be shitting it right now. Yeah, you'll be like, okay, I've lost the challenge. There's no point in calculating risk again. I may as well just risk it all. Yeah, I would say don't, because watch what happens with asymmetric compounding. So let's say trade 5 we win, we are now only down -1%. All right. So again, you can get to break even and do your 1 to 3 format then, before compounding. But for the sake of this, we're going to compound that 3% we just earned with our initial 1% risk. So if we lose this, we'll be -5%. But if we win it, you pass the challenge, because you would have just got 11%. Yeah, because you would have won 12%. You've passed the challenge in 2 trades from a -4% position. That's how powerful asymmetric compounding can be, and how you should never give up. I don't know why there's 2 trade 5, there should be trade 6. Not really good example if I'm going through numbers. I can't even get the number of trades right. But yeah, guys, look at that. You can be in a really crappy position doing the FTMO challenge, whether it's not the FTMO challenge, whether it's just your capital itself, your personal accounts. Just look at the position. You could turn that around in 2 trades. I mean, it's nuts when you look at the numbers. So I just thought I'd get this out there for you guys to see. Hopefully it brings you a lot less stress, for next week. And yeah, let me know if you use this. I'm more than happy. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down in the comments and I'll get to you as soon as possible. But for now, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys soon.